Hi guys, welcome to FA channel. We're all about celebrating art, technology, and creativity. Yesterday, I saw this really futuristic news about Japanese airline ANA. They are going to create a virtual space in 2022 that you can virtually shopping and travel around in this virtual space. When we talk about travel around the world right now, you're thinking about, I think, Google Earth, right? Because with the new technology and then the 360 camera, you can wear your headset and then go travel around as you can imagine. But this is a different kind of travel around. So what they're trying to create is like a virtual twin of the city. So basically like a open world game, more like Final Fantasy open world game. Why I'm mentioning about Final Fantasy is because the producer for this project is actually the director of Final Fantasy 15. Whoa! I think that's the point when I realized this is a news it's worth talking about on this channel. A couple years ago, when we think about game, it's completely in the game industry. And once the VR start to develop more convenient to other people, will more worldwidely reach out to more audience and more people start to create space and playing around in virtual space, everything started to be connected, like healthcare, jobs, entertainment, and education. So start with this. With big company like ANA, Airline, they have been developing a lot of projects over the years with virtual reality and AI and technology. In this episode, let's discover and talk about what have been done and what can be held in the future. And it's very interesting for all of us, especially creators who are interested in the virtual space. I remember a couple years ago, ANA has developed this little camera that you can. I think that's the time when the 360 camera was kind of popular. So they developed this kind of little camera you can carry with you and remotely connect to the VR headset, so you can rent both. When you carry, for example, you go with your family and then your parents are staying home, you can bring this little camera with you and then remotely connect with your parents who have the headset and travel together, which is kind of weird that moment. And you can see from the background the YouTube video that is their commercial. I find it really funny and fascinating when I saw this ads. I was thinking, what's the possible reason that you will travel with your parents at home and then with this headset, and then you can you're like talking to them through this little camera. Is it really working well? That was happening before the pandemic. And of course, this project didn't really go as well as probably they imagined. But the concept was really new and unique at the moment. Plus, ANA is the world's first airline company that uses VR to train their flight attendants. Also, there's another big news I think right before the pandemic. They're developing this remote robot, newme, to make travel more accessible for everyone, which is quite foreseen. From now, when we look at it, it's like as if they can predict what's going to happen in the world. Now travel becomes such a difficult thing for a lot of people, especially for business people. I don't know after the pandemic how many people wanted to travel for a business reason. We don't really know the numbers, but the fact that developing this kind of remote robot just sounds freaking cool and futuristic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, have you ever watched Modern Family? The last season, when Phil was remotely talking with the family with this little robot, little screen like that. I still remember that episode. It was really funny, and then that's actually very accurate when you talk about this newme robot. It's created by the airline company because their intention is to help be people with, for example, with disabilities or people who have less access to travel around the world or travel to go to the conference, to allow you to move around virtually and digitally in the physical space. So I can see that could happen. Maybe right this moment, not many people can imagine, like, why do I need to rent that? I can just go travel by myself. Or it's not worldwide, like not that accessible at this moment yet. And I don't really know the price. Probably a little bit pricey. So, but when you think about more like a future, right? Maybe in 10 years, all these devices can be easily accessed and connect with a VR headset, and then or you can possibly pop up on this robot as like a hologram, so you really don't have to physically go to the meetings or conference, or even schools for students can show up virtually. This has really happened a lot of in like some sci-fi movies or some anime. It's not new for everyone. It's just very futuristic concept. But now when you think about in 2022, the Airline is going to actually make this virtual space happening. You can go to this open world game-like place. Like you can travel with your friends. I think you can up to 8 people. You can travel with them. Like game-like sightseeing is like, I feel like I am living in the future. 100%. And I can't wait to see how is that going to be look like. Maybe a while ago, like, yeah, people will be like, I want to travel all around the world, but that will take years to do. And maybe with the really good stimulus and interactive experience with a VR headset, or like you can travel maybe all around the world within 5 days. So basically what my point is, everything is possible with technology. And of course anything related to art, it's like you can enhance every single experience to the point that you feel like it's so real and surreal at the same time. Is maybe even better than physically being there. Also, like, that made me connect with an article I was reading about how there are a lot of future jobs that require your ability to understand virtual, a lot about the remote experience. And then one other job I saw is called XR Immersion Counselor. It's pretty new job title for me, and I think it's reasonable. Of course, at the near future, a lot of people need to learn about extended reality, learn about virtual reality, augmented reality. But at the same time, like, I feel like you as a creator, especially our audience, most of our audience are trying a lot of things with virtual VR and create their own avatar and learning about making fashion with digital fashion. So all these people, all of you can really, maybe at this time you're just having fun, but eventually I think there are a lot of great job opportunity will start to open up, because you just never know. Maybe you think you're just playing game at this moment, but maybe in 5 years that was the way you make your income. So with this channel, I just wanted to keep you updated with all these cool things and all these cool tools and experience that will maybe at this moment you feel like, oh, it's shocking, but in 2 years when you look back with this, what we've talking about, it doesn't sound new anymore. It's just so everything can be happening anytime. It's possible, and it's really related to our everyday life, because who knows what is the line between virtual and physical. It could be blurred in the future too. All these thoughts I have here is somehow based on what I've been reading, what we have been learning, right? And then I do want to hear what you guys think. What do you think the future in 10 years will be? And then are you willing to have like a remote avatar robot moving around the city, maybe like a hologram, going to spaces you like and going to conferences that you may not physically? You can go like 3 conferences conferences in 1 month in different cities. If that experience is similar, then why not? Then you can. I think they would just like. It's more like all these things like travel, education, business. All this can be combined very well with possible efficient way. And stay tuned with all the tools and skills you're learning right now. It's very important. Let me know what you think, and I will keep you updated with, of course, a lot of news happening in the future and a lot of cool things are happening in the future. Please join our Discord server and put your thoughts in there, and then just let's have a conversation going. And please subscribe our channel for future updates every week. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.